Wide cinematic shot of a peaceful city street at dawn, soft sunlight spilling between buildings, golden brown leaves on the ground, a sense of calm before the story begins. Sometimes, life gives us just one chance, one moment that can change everything, if we're brave enough to take it. But what if that chance means risking everything you have, even the life you built with years of effort? This is the story of a man who did exactly that. Back view of Rahul walking slowly down the narrow street to his small printing shop. Hands in pockets, soft morning light, quiet atmosphere, symbolizing routine life. Rahul was an ordinary man with an extraordinary dream. He worked a small job in a printing shop, the kind where days felt the same, one after another. Interior of a small printing shop. Rahul standing by a machine, surrounded by paper and ink, focused but tired expression, warm lighting highlighting his face, monotony in the air. But every night, when the city went silent, Rahul would sit by his small window and sketch, dreaming of one day starting his own design company. Rahul sitting by his small apartment window at night, sketchbook open, city lights outside, a candle or lamp lighting his face, peaceful yet ambitious mood. He didn't have money, he didn't have support, but he had belief, a quiet, burning belief that someday his talent would speak louder than his circumstances. Rahul reading a competition poster on a wall or laptop screen, eyes wide in surprise and hope, soft golden light illuminating his face, moment of realization. Then one day, an opportunity came. A big company announced a design competition. The winner would get funding and mentorship to launch their own brand. It sounded like a dream, but there was one problem. To enter, Rahul needed to quit his job and focus full-time for 3 months. 3 months. No salary, no security, no backup. For a man already struggling to pay rent, it was madness. Dimly lit room, Rahul sitting on his bed with sketchbook in hand, deep in thought, light from a single window casting shadows, showing tension and uncertainty. His friends laughed. His boss said, "You'll regret it." Even his mother, who loved him deeply, whispered, "Beta, dreams don't pay bills." Rahul stood there, between fear and faith, between safety and the unknown. Morning light spilling in, Rahul standing near the window with determination in his eyes, holding his sketchbook close to his chest, symbolizing courage and decision-making. One night, he looked at his sketchbook, pages filled with years of effort, ideas, and hope. And he whispered to himself, "If I don't try now, I'll regret it forever." The next morning, he quit his job. No backup plan, no savings, just his dream, and 3 months of pure faith. Montage-like scene of Rahul working late night, surrounded by sketches and papers, visible fatigue, unshaven face, dim light, messy desk, symbolizing hard work and isolation. The first few weeks were brutal. No clients, no income. Some days he skipped meals just to save money for supplies. There were moments when he almost gave up, when his own mind screamed, "You made a mistake." Rainy evening, Rahul sitting alone on a bench or floor, sketchbook beside him, dim light, emotional expression of doubt and exhaustion, the moment of near defeat. But then he remembered why he started. He told himself, "If I give up now, I'll lose more than money. I'll lose myself." So he kept going. Days turned into nights, and nights into sketches. Failure became his teacher, and patience became his closest friend. Rahul looking up at the first rays of sunlight breaking through clouds, tears in eyes, hopeful expression returning, symbolic of renewed faith and determination. Finally, the competition day arrived. Hundreds of designers from across the country. Rahul stood there with trembling hands, clutching his final design, the one he poured his soul into. Large hall filled with people and designs on display. Rahul standing with his portfolio, slightly nervous but hopeful. Warm spotlight falling on him, cinematic focus on his face. When the results were announced, his name wasn't called, not for the first or second prize. For a moment, his heart sank. Close-up of Rahul's emotional reaction as he learns his design will be sponsored. Eyes wide with disbelief and gratitude, light flaring softly behind him, inspiring tone. But then the judge stood up and said, "There's one design that didn't win, but it moved us deeply. We want to sponsor it privately." That design was Rahul's. He didn't win the competition, but he won something far bigger, a partnership, a future. Within a year, his small sketches turned into a real company, one that inspired others to chase their dreams too. Rahul in a small but bright design studio, sketches on the wall, computer open, smiling proudly, sunlight bathing the room, symbol of new beginnings. Rahul once said in an interview, "I wasn't brave because I had no fear. I was brave because I moved forward despite it." Rahul standing on a rooftop at sunrise, gentle wind, city skyline in the background, hopeful smile, hands in pockets, peaceful closure and fulfillment. And that's the truth about life. Sometimes your dreams will ask you to risk everything, your comfort, your safety, even your peace. But the question is, are you willing to bet on yourself? Because in the end, the biggest risk isn't failing. The biggest risk is never trying at all. Abstract symbolic art, open road stretching into a golden horizon with sunlight pouring in. Rahul's silhouette walking toward the light, symbolizing believing once changed his life. So, if you're standing at a crossroad today, scared, unsure, or waiting for the right time, remember Rahul. He had nothing, but he believed once, and that one belief changed his entire life.